I'm at Focus TV Network today with the beautiful Tamara Duarte, who is an actress and filmmaker and a brand new mama. So welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me, Sharon.
Our pleasure to have you. I'm so happy to have you here and have you talk a little bit about what it's like to have a new baby and be a working actress. And kind of, you were very honest when you walked in and we just met, saying that you have a blended family.
Yes, we do. We have a blended family. We have a 5-year-old. He is my stepson, and he's been in my life for a while, quite a while. And then I just had a 7.5-month-old.
Congratulations.
So 2 boys.
Wow.
2 boys, yeah.
So
yeah.
how was it when you first came in as a stepmom? Like, that's such an ugly name, and you're such this beautiful energy.
Jeez. You know, I think I read every stepmom book there is, like The Courage of Being a Stepmother, and like, and I, you know, we went to counseling. We went to family counseling because there's just so much information. And I think what I took away from the whole experience and ongoing is that what works for your family isn't going to work for someone else's family. And you have to set your home and make it your rules are different than everyone else's rules. And what feels good to you and your family is going to be different than everyone else. So I think just coming to terms with that and not really listening to other people's opinions or how they would do things. Because I do have, 3 sisters and 9 nieces and nephews, and I have an amazing support system. And we tend to, as women, talk about our problems and go to our friends and go to our family, but everyone will do things differently.
That's right.
So I had to really build my family as if it was an organization on its own. And this is the way we do things, and this is how our family dynamic is, and it's going to be different for everybody. So that's what I really took away from the blended family thing. And no one gives you a manual, and no one tells you what it's going to be like. And you walk into a situation where your partner has another child, and there's history there. So you walk in and you're not sure what to expect or how things are going to play out. But I think you and your partner need to be on the same page constantly,
right.
Even more so because of the situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you feel ever that because you're not his natural born, mother, that you kind of bend the rules a little bit more, or do you feel
100%. Yes. Because I can't really act as if he is, I'm his mother, because the rules are different. It's a different, he gets reprimanded differently than if it was, you really try to be fair, and moving forward, we're like, oh, we got to be fair because we have another child.
Right.
But at the same time, I think it's really taught me our relationship isn't mother-son, and he's my stepson, and I love him to bits, and it's better and different in so many.
Right.
It's just different. It's going to be a different type of relationship, and I think. Understanding that, like my husband, he does most of the reprimanding in our household because that's what we've decided, that's what we've created for our family, and we have a beautiful relationship, and it's one in itself. It's not going to replicate something else or take away from something else.
But that's a beautiful thing, because you're enjoying the position that you have with him now,
yes.
because you've set up this beautiful way of doing things, and everyone kind of knows their role.
Yeah, it's roles and goals. That's what we call it in our family. Roles and goals.
I like that. And so how is it now with your new son? I mean, how is that all kind of playing out? Because you gave birth to your new son, who's now how many months old? 7?
He's 7.5. Yeah.
Amazing.
I know. He's barely human. He's still like a little angel.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah,
they're so cute. But I'm sure it's hard too when you have a 5-year-old and then there's a new sibling in the house. It's a difficult position to be in.
Yes, definitely.
So how are you handling all of that?
I think it's going really well, to be honest. I think having a 5-year-old is different than having like a toddler, which really they don't really understand what's happening, or you got to like really prep them. So we prepped Gerald by reading a lot of books, to be honest. There's a lot of like really great blended family books out there. So we have a stack of them, like I'm a Big Brother, and so we really we read a lot of books to him at night and to prepare him for the new coming family member. And they love each other to bits. Like he just dotes on his brother, just watches his every move.
Beautiful.
Maverick watches every move that he makes, and they play together. And yeah, so he really understands what it is. You know, there are times where I think the transition of not being the only show in town happens. Like, you know, you have 4 girls, so like navigating through that and understanding. And I think I read something, and it was like you have to speak to the little one, so he understands. Like they both need it's hard to explain, but like you have to basically talk to the little one as if he's
a human
that understands, because then, you know, the other one will be like, oh, mommy said it's his turn, so now I have to listen to that, or mommy says it's my turn, so yeah.
Well, they always say if you really want your kids to, if you really want it to penetrate through, if you want the message to go through, you should gossip. Like pretend you're talking to someone else, and then they'll message, we'll get through to your other kids. So that's what you
pretend you're like on the phone.
Yeah, right. You know, he was really great today.
Yeah, it's really great today.
Look, it's hard. It's hard. Siblings are difficult. There's such a journey ahead of you, but it seems like you really have a great system in place.
Yeah.
And you're thriving. And how are you handling being a working actress at the same time? Because that's hard. I mean, you're on set and you're traveling.
Yeah,
how are you handling
traveling a lot.
all of that with a new baby?
It's one foot in front of the other. I'm going to be honest with you. At times I'm like, did I just do that? That actually happens. Like, you know, I booked a job and worked with Christopher Plummer and Archie Punjabi, and it was super early on. The baby was only a few months old. It involved us packing up the family, traveling to another country. Wow. And then in between that shoot, I was working in a different state, so I was traveling back and forth. And, you know, you have a couple mental breakdowns, and you get back up and you say, it just makes you stronger. It really, really does. And having a partner who is phenomenal, like he supports me, he just started his own business, so there's like some leeway with some time. But I think having a partnership where you can just lie your head down at night and like let it all out. I think that's the foundation there as well.
For sure. I mean, it takes a village. There's no way that we can do this on our own. So if you don't have a system in place and you don't have a support system, it's really hard to balance it and be a full-time mom and a full-time working mom. I mean,
you have to have a really good care, a really good provider that can take care of your child when you are working, and really trustworthy, and like doing your due diligence and going through that and interviewing. I think I interviewed like 30 nannies. 30 or 40, and my husband got to a point like, really? Like, you don't like anybody? And I'm like, of
course.
Yes.
It's your prized jewel. You're not going to just leave him with anyone.
Yes.
It's a hard move.
So and then once you have that infrastructure, I think things become a little easier. Definitely.
So what's your one takeaway that you would share with new working moms out there on, if there's one thing, one little bit of advice you could give them about how to kind of balance it all, what would you tell moms watching right now?
Oh, I would say that you can't do it all at the same time. You need to try to balance it as much as possible and not feel guilty about it.
That's huge. And it looks like you are doing a great job balancing it.
Yeah.
You are working hard. You're a big name in Hollywood. You're gorgeous. And it seems like you're a terrific mom. So
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today.
Yeah, of course.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.
And I hope to see you again on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
And you saw the beautiful Tamara Duarte right here on how to balance being a working actress and having a blended family and a newborn all at the same time. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.